The Junior League of Lynchburg is putting on an event called All Aboard Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's going on from 11 to 4 at Liberty University's Aeronautics School. And joining us now to talk about it is Megan Moss. She's the event coordinator. Megan, good morning.
Good morning.
And also Greg Morgan, who is Second Lieutenant and Public Affairs Officer for the Civil Air Patrol, and they are one of the groups that's going to be having displays at the All Aboard event. So, Greg, welcome back.
Good morning, Mary and Brian.
So, Megan, tell us a little bit about All Aboard and how you guys came up with this idea for the Junior League.
Absolutely. Traditionally, we've had our fundraiser has been cocktail parties, soirees, but we really wanted to incorporate a family-centered event instead. So we're hoping to put together something that the whole family can enjoy instead of a quiet little evening out.
Like whole family can't go out for cocktails.
That's right.
So tell us about the planes, trains, and automobiles that you have out there.
Absolutely. We have dozens of large-scale, small-scale construction equipment, farm equipment, some airplanes, and a helicopter. We've got lots of vehicles for kids to romp all over and honk the horns, spin the sirens. There's even going to be a Thomas the Train ride, so we'll have some fun there.
So this is a very hands-on, climb-on event.
We want it to be as interactive as possible for young kids. So we've got the component here with learning about the world around them. They can talk with the attendants. Attendants will be there at each of the vehicles, so they can learn about what's going on with each of these specific pieces of machinery and equipment. And then we will also have some fun activities, some learning, educational activities, aside from the actual vehicles themselves, like Home Depot will come be building, face painting. We have free dental exams, just so it's something for the whole family there.
I'm thinking, man, my kids are a little older now, but those days of just trucks, they were obsessed with trucks, everything to do with trucks and trucks smashing into each other.
That's right.
Or lifting things and building things. And so you have trucks there, yes?
Yes, big trucks, small trucks, trucks of any size and color, they'll all be there.
Now, Greg Morgan, the Civil Air Patrol will be there. What will you, Brian says you're going to have a bomber there? Is
We're
that
not
one of your bombers?
Bomber. Like I was saying in the break, Brian should wear a disclaimer. Please don't believe half of what I say.
Please don't believe any what I say.
75% or more.
That's right.
No, the Civil Air Patrol will be there as part of our community service program that the CAP offers. Of course, our three missions are emergency services, cadet programs, aerospace education. This kind of is a culmination of all those three. And of course, we serve the community, and it's a good opportunity for the CAP to get out and really meet community, and for the community to come and see some of our equipment and meet some of our people and see what we do and be interested and hopefully join us. We'd love to have you be, a part of our program. We'll be performing tasks like crowd control, generally just helping facilitate local law enforcement officials and officials with the Junior League to facilitate the event and help it to run smoothly. So we hope you come out. I think it's going to be a great program that day, lots to do, and they're expecting a pretty good crowd from what I understand.
We are. We're looking at a pretty good crowd the day of, and I think the weather might turn out. Although we're rain or shine, it looks like good weather for the day.
It's a rain or shine event. And one more question, Greg, before we turn back to Megan for more details of the event. Last time we checked with the Civil Air Patrol, you all were getting ready to do a search and rescue simulation. It's been a couple of months ago.
The search and rescue exercise.
The
it was
exercise,
actually
exactly,
a statewide search and rescue exercise that occurred this past weekend that Lynchburg CAP did participate in some. We had a contingency go over to Holiday Lake. They did some ground training, some navigation. The cadets participated in that. They had some other displays for the cadets' benefit, like helicopter from the state police was there doing a cherry pick from one of the baskets there hanging from the helicopter on the lake, and pretty interesting stuff. But our search and rescue exercise back in March was a big success in terms of being able to identify those areas where we could improve, where we can work well in the event. Say, this was to simulate a downed aircraft. And so to actually work with local officials to help facilitate communication between our air crew in the plane that was searching and our ground crew and coordinate them to be able to go to where this search beacon was emitting this signal was really quite interesting to see it. I'm fairly new to CAP, and so many of the others had already been in this experience, but to have the training that they provide to you when you join and to be able to actually get out there in the plane or on the ground crew and see it come together is really quite amazing. This is really quite an amazing group of people and what they do.
And that's what folks can find out more about on Sunday,
right.
about
and
the Civil Air
we'll
Patrol.
have one of our, Brian was kidding, we'll have one of our bombers, but we actually will have one of the Cessna 182s with the G1000 pack there, and some of our specialized navigation and search and rescue equipment on board that you can actually get up and see, and we'd love to show you and tell you more about it.
A question there. We're seeing more and wider use of drones, so some more out of the country than it. Do you anticipate the Civil Air Patrol would ever use unmanned vehicles?
I'm not sure. I can't speak to future intentions. One of the primary focuses with CAP is the cadet program, aerospace education, and mentoring and helping youth learn leadership skills and those sorts of things. I don't know that automating that aspect and using drones would really help those missions, but I'm not the one to make that decision.
It would be these young people using the drones, though, in the future. That's probably
right.
how it'll work.
That's right.
Now, it sounds like great stuff going on at the Aeronautics School on Sunday. And Megan, tickets are required. Oh yeah, it's from 11 to 4, and from 11 to 12 is a horn-free hour. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. We're going to have a noisy day planned. So that first hour is going to be for children that are younger, folks that have some aversions to noise.
It's the quiet hour.
Exactly.
Very good. That's probably a good idea. If because you're talking about sirens and engines and things like that, it's going to get loud.
Oh, that's right.
Tickets are required. Tell us how folks can get tickets to this event, the All Aboard event.
So as of right now, we have tickets still available at our headquarters at 1113 Church Street from 9 to 12 today and tomorrow. And then after that point, they will be available at the door as well.
At the door. Okay. And we're going to give away some tickets here shortly. It sounds like a terrific event, and all the proceeds support community projects of the Junior League of Lynchburg. Tell us a few of those projects that you all are working on and have worked on.
Sure thing. We have, if you know the Riverside Spray Grounds, Amazement Square, we've had our hands in those efforts, and then we also do efforts of our own. We take on community projects every 3 years. So our most recent community project was Reach Out and Read, where we bring books to wellness visits at each wellness visit children have at doctors' offices. So they get a free book to take home with them. So kind of jump-starting community programs. And this is where our proceeds will start giving back next year in our new community project that is to be determined.
So I guess we'll expect a big announcement next year.
That's right.
A lot of folks were very, very excited about the spray ground. Is that at Riverside Park? As that project continues to grow. It's a neat place.
A fun day.
All Aboard. It is a project of the Junior League of Lynchburg. It involves planes and trains and automobiles and the Civil Air Patrol, and it's going on this coming Sunday from 11 to 4 at the Liberty University Aeronautics School. If you'd like more information, call 846-6441 or visit the website jllallaboard.com, and the tickets will be available at the gate. Megan Moss, thanks so much, and Greg Morgan, thank you too.
Thank you for having me.